Dana Chia. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of a national education business. So I'm a corporate entrepreneur. Which means I work for someone, but then you still have a cut in the business and you still work really hard to ensure that you meet the business goals. So what is our North Shore Coaching College? We are an education business and we provide coaching and tuition to students all across Australia and also Hong Kong.
Oh, that's incredibly impressive. And you were speaking in your speech earlier about your trip to Paris. Could you tell us a little bit about that and the international corporate trips?
Yeah, that's right. So the time was actually really perfect to speak today at today's the award ceremony because I just returned from Paris, and in my capacity as the president for Women Chiefs Enterprises International. So the global conference is hosted by, excuse my French, La Femme Chefs d'Entreprise Mondiale, which means worldwide network of women business enterprises. So the conference was attended by over 800 women leaders and business entrepreneurs.
That's amazing.
Yeah, from over 70 countries. And I shared earlier on in my speech is like, I'm sure many business people and corporate entrepreneur would relate, is that it is beyond just sales, business growth, income and loss statements. It is, in addition to that, we are stretching our comfort zone over and over again, and in the ever-changing landscape. The goalposts keep changing, especially with COVID and post-COVID. It's tough.
Definitely presented a massive challenge to so many industries.
Yeah, and many are finding their way how they align themselves, how they communicate, how they take on leadership, not leading people but leading themselves, not also professional leadership but also personal leadership. Right? Like how you look after yourself, self-manage your self-care.
I think that's so important because that is something that I think has just come into play in recent years and has become a really important factor. So I think it's great that you're talking about it.
Yeah, and mental health is a big thing.
It definitely
It's a big thing, and as women entrepreneurs, we talked about how we can manage our self-care better, our mental health, but also things like, I think the Jason Wood talked about, we're not really always complimenting ourselves enough.
Oh, I totally agree.
And we've got this imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Right? And then we think, we don't do good enough, but actually we are smashing the best we can.
Yeah, and I think it's also that really trumps any growth because you're only ever looking forward and how you're not doing enough. So I think it's wonderful to spread the message to self-care and push that you need to really appreciate what you've done with yourself.
And then more importantly is about putting people at the center of what we do. People have forgotten, sometimes when you talk to someone, they're looking at the screen, but they're not really engaging, like eye contact, right? So the thing is about when you put some people at the center of what we do, what does it really mean? It means a lot of things. It means to genuinely care. When you say you embrace diversity, you really embrace it. If you have the subconscious bias, remove it. Just, things like that we don't really realize. And so I've learned so much at the conference, and it's just hard to talk with a couple of minutes, but it's about little things. When it lands, and you just realize, I shouldn't be doing this, for example.
Yeah, there's so many subconscious habits, especially among women, that we have to learn to break. Now, obviously, you have had some amazing words for women in business. Have you got any advice for any women trying to build their business? Are you trying to think about getting into it?
Yes, I have lots and lots of advice.
Best advice you've
Best
got
advice,
for 2 minutes.
yes. Yeah, the main thing is again, pre-COVID, COVID, now is post-COVID. The only way that we can do well, we can thrive and succeed is about lifting each other. It's about connecting genuinely, it's collaborating, and I have joy seeing you shine. So what does it mean? Thrive by lifting others. That's the way to go. So if any women or any entrepreneurs out there, I think the best way to go is to make the connection, to network, to collaborate, and think about how we can work together. Not because you rise, I pull you down. It's about doing it together. That's so much joy.
That's such a beautiful message. Thank you so much for your time. I've really appreciated you and all everything you've had to say today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
I know. Thank you so much for your
Aurora. I own a couple of restaurants and a reception center. Basically in hospitality from 16 years. From the day I get in Melbourne, that's what I'm doing. So I'm still doing it. I'm building another restaurant. It's going to be a big one. So let's hope how it goes.
That's great. Hospitality is a very competitive industry, especially in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Have you got any words of advice for success that you'd like to give for our interview?
Look, it is only hard work, and that's it. If you work hard, that's it. You're going to make it somewhere.
Nekik. This is one of my latest smash hits, Forever Gold. We also have the women's fashion, and we're combining it with accessories. You like it?
Yeah.
You like it? It's what do you like about it?
I like the design, the pattern, and also I'm always anything glittery. Anything glittery.
I saw you.
Anything glittery.
You got the glitter.
Yeah.
No, it's a global hit. We're going to launch into India, Australian success story. And we have the women's fashion accessories, and we're going to go from fashion to accessories. We're going to do the whole 9 yards. What's this space, Forever Gold? Hit me up. We're on Instagram.
Myself, Naprit Singh. I'm a CEO and owner of Australian Engineering College. It's a RICOS registered institute. So we provide education services to international students in Australia.
That's a really incredible business to be in. So how long have you been doing that for?
Now 2 to 3 years.
Fresh out of
And
college.
then I've been in the education industry from last 5 to 7 years now. But this is our new venture, so yeah.
That's great. And do you have any words of advice or success for our viewers?
I would just say keep going and keep dreaming and achieve your goals.
Introducing yourself and your business.
We are from Patella Scaffolding. We do construction, high-rise building, commercial, residential. And we are here to support South Top 100 South Asian community. Glad to be here.
And how long have you been in the construction industry? Did you start in Australia or did you have to come
Yes,
here?
yes. It's been a long journey. It's been nearly 13 years I'm in Australia, but since I started my business, it's been 8 years. I'm going very good. Lucky to part of it. Yeah, thank you very much.
And did you have any words of advice for anyone looking to build a business in Australia?
All I say is do good, good come to you. That's the best advice. And that's what we're getting. That's what we're doing. That's why we're here. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much.
My name is Ronnie. I've been working in the fitness industry from last 16, 17 years. And I'm very demanding online business influencer. So I've been helping my brothers and sisters to achieving their business goals. And it's all about on my app, which is working all around the world. So that's my business. And this is what I'm doing. And I have a couple of stores into fitness, selling my brands, and have a couple of stores with the protein shops and stuff.
That's very impressive, especially launching an app. That can be quite a difficult
Oh yeah, it was
task.
hard first when it started, but now is everything going smooth? It's good and working.
That's really impressive. But do you have any words of advice for our viewers? Anything to do with
For
any
the viewers,
fitness?
words of
or-
advice: look after each other, stand for your brothers, sisters, stand for family, love, respect, and spread the word and spread the love.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Thank you.
And the fitness industry is extremely competitive. How did you manage to stand out in that industry, especially amongst like influencers these days? It's very competitive.
As I said to you, I've been working fitness industry from last 16, 17 years.
Yeah.
I've been work with the AIF, Australian Institute Fitness, and I train the coaches. I train people who get their training done by AIF. So it works good for me.
Thank you so much for your time and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving me such an opportunity. And I deal with the conveyancing business. It's the legal side of the property. So we deal with all the legal documentation for the property needs. Yeah, we do property law. Yep,
That's a
conveyancing.
very niche industry to get into. That's really cool. And how long have you been in this industry? How did you get started in Australia?
Yep. Well, I've been working in this industry from last 9 years, and yes, I've been working in the Victoria Police before. So then I just changed my career to the conveyancing business. I was more interested in the property law, so now I'm also pursuing my bachelor's in law now. So yeah.
Busy man.
Yeah.
And if you had any advice for our viewers for success, what would you tell them?
I would only say that follow your dreams, whatever you wish for, just go for it, work hard, and you will achieve it, definitely.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you so much.
My name is Rita Rora and I'm a hairdresser and I'm presenting myself as a beautician as well. And thank you so much. I've just achieved that award. I'm just glad to have that. And in new industry, there's one more business is coming over for the Melbourne, and stay tuned. There will be a food industry coming, and there's something different we're trying to bringing on. So we will be launching in January in New Year. So we will let everybody know what's a new exciting thing is coming on. Thank you so much.
That's super exciting. And would you have any words of advice for any women starting to get into the beauty industry, especially within Australia, or anyone who's come to Australia to get into the beauty industry?
It's nothing advice I can say. It's like I will just say to women, please love yourself. So love is always start from yourself. So it's love yourself so then you can spread love to others too. Thank you.
Beautiful advice. Thank you.
And I'm the first Indian-born Australian winemaker in history, which is good. I'll keep that title. I'm also the first Indian-born Shire councillor. I'm a councillor out at Nillumbik Shire. What else do I do? I'm into real estate, but I'm also I've done a couple of more things than just that. But wine, real estate, and councillor, and yeah, just community work. I just love the community.
That's incredible. So many industries. How do you balance it all?
I guess it's what you live. So if you live that time, if you live your work, that's what you do, don't you? Whether you, like yourself, you're out tonight and you're working, and that's what you do, yeah, no matter what time it is.
That's incredible. And just for our viewers, do you have any words of advice? They're trying to succeed in business or build themselves up?
Yeah, and it's probably the same thing that everybody said tonight, that work very hard. My wife actually quotes, she doesn't follow cricket, but she quotes Michael Clark to me all the time, and that is practice, 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 because your opposition is practicing right now, and if you don't practice harder than them, they'll beat you.
That is incredible advice. Well, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your night.
I'm the chair of the African Music and Cultural Festival. It's the largest African festival in Australia, attracting over 55,000 people at Melbourne's Fed Square. We've just held a 10th annual event about 2 weeks ago, and we're already starting planning for our 11th event on the third weekend of November next year. So I think it falls to 15th, 16th, and 17th of November next year. And we're very excited about that again. It will be our 11th event right in the heart of Melbourne. So what do? We bring the sounds, the rhythm, and the sounds, rhythm, and tastes of Africa right into the heart of Melbourne. We try and create an atmosphere where the wider Australian community can engage in African culture through music, arts, and foods. Come and try fashion, come and try street foods, come and try market stalls, different type of things from Africa, and especially as in their Christmas, you can get your Christmas shopping there, and live music over 3 days. So we start on Friday with chill out, jazzy type music, some short films under the stars, grab some food from the food vendors and just relax and sit down at Fed Square and watch those films, and then jazz later on in the evening. To Saturday, that's like action-packed, both on stage, bars, and lots of activities across the Fed Square, and also Sunday too, big activity. Why am I here today? Sunny DeGal invited me here, and I feel so honored and privileged to be at the top 100 South Asian Business Community Awards. It's very important to recognize the achievement of those entrepreneurs and business people that are making a difference each time. It's great to acknowledge them, to take a time to step back and acknowledge this immense contribution, sacrifice, and achievement that these individuals have achieved. How they've been able to use their backgrounds, knowledge and experience of their background, mixed with Australian learnings and Australian ways of doing stuff to actually create something special and unique from a multicultural point of view. And they've also faced a lot of challenges in trying to even get those businesses going too. And to be able to step up and run successful businesses, thriving businesses, employing lots of people and contributing to the advancement of Victoria and the Australian economy is a huge achievement that we need to acknowledge and celebrate and encourage.
Well, you yourself sound like you are setting up like a beautiful multicultural event. That sounds wonderful, and thank you so much for your time this evening. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you. Pleasure to be with you.